Hola love bugs and welcome back to another Wednesday con Wilma. This week we're doing the Saweetie and Morphe collab with the 24A Artist Pass. This palette is going to be my new favorite. The colors are here are bomb. They're beautiful and they're just very summer vibe, very fun, very sweetie. She's just a dope chick. I love her vibe. Went to school, but still a bird at heart, like the rest of us. So all in all, I could not wait to grab this palette, especially Morphe had like a really big, like 50% off sale not too long ago. So I'm going to show in this video what I use in regards to this palette, how I got this look, and some other things that I showcased as well. But all in all, this look is one of my favorite looks that I'm doing. I love the color, and the palette is just beautiful, and you can tell that it's gonna lend itself to so many fun summer looks that I'm gonna have in my living room because I'm not going anywhere because the Rona's still out there. So remember, wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay your ass at home because no hay nada ahí. No hay nada ahí, pero una chu and something else que you're not gonna be able to get rid of. So por favor, do your part in the group project of the United States of America and keep your dreams to yourself. Thank you, and let's get into this look. So hyped, got the 24A Artist Pass and the VIP Suite together for the collab. And I grabbed these because I really wasn't interested in the lip glosses that came with it, and also the setting spray that came with it was out of stock. But let's get into this palette. OMG, get pretty. So hype, so hype. The VIP suite comes with 6 backstage babes. It's the silicone glitter, oval flush, smudger, pointed, detailed, pro, and VIP suite. These are the brushes outside of the package. I'm going right along with the theme. I applied my brows off camera and I already put concealer on my eyeshadow. I pulled out the detailed bullet crease brush, and so I'm gonna go in with the shade Desert Vibes. You probably couldn't see it on camera, but it's a light orangey brownish color. I gotta do better with that angle next time, guys. Next time. I'm learning as I go. But I'm just gonna sweep on the lid, and just because of that oval shape, you're just able to just kind of like move it along very nicely. And these colors are very nice. I know I have concealer on, but I feel that the colors are very pigmented without having to dig all in the pan, if you know what I mean. And so I'm just gonna keep doing that, and it's giving me the color I really want. I already had a look in mind that I wanted to do when I brought the palette. It was just giving me summertime fun, and I wanted to recreate like a sunset orangey pinkish glow, more peachy than pink. I'm going to go in with Get the Shot, the like lighter yellow, because there's like a neon one in there, but I'm just gonna pack that in with my oval fluff brush. I keep saying flush, it's fluff. I'm not flushing anything, but I'm just packing that in all over the lid like that, and just keep building on that color because I want it to be pronounced. I want it to be like a nice bright yellow that it is. So I'm just gonna keep packing that in, and then I'm gonna just go over again with the Desert Vibes because I want that warmer color to be like a backdrop. And I'm just keep packing in that yellow, like I said, because I want it to be a pronounced look for me. I had a thought in mind, and I just wanted to go with it as soon as I purchased this palette. Forgive me. As everything is in front of me, you kind of get lost when you're trying to pick something else out. I gotta get a little bit more organized. So I'm gonna use that Pro Round Blender brush, and I'm going to go in the color Portrait Mode, which is like a very light color for that highlight, to do that nice little contrast and blend that out. And I like it because it does what it needs to do. Gets right under there, picks up the color. And then I'm going to go in right again. So now I'm picking up the color Indio Woe. This color is so freaking pretty. It's like a coral color. And I knew that it was just going to complete the entire freaking look. And so I'm like swirling it in. And then I'm just going to pack in because I didn't want that color to eat up the yellow that I already put down. So this is how it's coming along. So hype. So I never show what primer I'm using, but it's the Can't Stop Won't Stop by NYX. And I really like it. It does a really great job at mattifying that oil, especially that T-zone. So I warm it up on the back of my hand, and then I just tap it in, specifically on my nose, my chin, and my forehead area. That's where I get the most oil throughout the day. And just tap lightly all around. And move it about my face. A little goes a long way. And that's what I enjoy about a product. If you're going to do a job, I don't want to have to keep replenishing because you're out of here. So last time I did not remember to put my concealer, but you're not going to catch me slipping today. So I'm just applying my NYX concealer in the golden beige shade, which is the jar. Especially since I want like a nice pulled together, vibrant look. Saweetie is always very much like just dope. I mean, her skin is freaking awesome. But she always has like a nice glow to her. So we're going to try to give baby girl justice using her palette. And I am going to do my best at blotting these blemishes. Because what in the acne is going on? I'm too old for this. Sweet baby Jesus. But I'm just working that in on the bridge of my nose. Especially since I have a little pimple on the tip of my nose, and I'm trying to conceal that because that's what concealer is for. Hiding all the things you do not want to come out on your look. And I'm just blending that in. I also don't remember where are these lashes from. So sorry that I can't give you a look. I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro foundation. And just a little goes a long way with this product as well. It is in the shade 109 Classic Tan. And I'm kind of running out, so I need to re-up on it. But using my beauty sponge that was already pre-wet, I'm just going to move that in along my skin. And move it around. And bounce it in. And you know, just move it into the skin. And working in that concealer as well that was laid out beforehand. I like this sponge a lot, especially the grooves of the sponge. I can get right under the eye and in like little facets of the face. But just keep tapping it in. And then I had to put a little bit more as I did not put anything on my forehead as of yet. And work in seamlessly onto the skin. This is a little darker. I brought this a while ago, again, hoping for some more sun, but I really like the shade. It does like work into my skin very nicely. I really like this brand. And I have a few shades. I actually brought, I think, 108, 109, and 108.5. Just mix it into the skin very nicely and keep settling in that concealer. And bounce around. And making sure that it's in. I noticed that there was like a patch that I really didn't put any on. So I'm going to put a little more foundation on. Just a little bit, especially since it's only for that area that I just seem to like skip over. just work along the skin. And there you go. Moving it on. And making sure everything's blended very well. And that's the full look. This is the Billionaire Dollar Brushes Contour Duo Brush that I got for free from my BoxyCharm. I haven't tried it yet, but I wanted to give it a try. And this is the Glamabronze product that I purchased with this haul. It's called Originator. And it's a face and body bronzer, by the way. And it's a really nice product. It's a nice size, shall I say. So using the bigger end, I'm going to pat it in. I'm not going to swirl it around because powder tends to get a little messy. And just going along with the natural curve of my cheek, I am going to pull that powder into it. And then also just brush it inward for that nice contour and warmth of the skin. And then I'm going to work it into the crown of my head. I'm just placing it. I'll like do a better job of like pulling it in a little later. But for now, I'm just placing the product. And I wanted to get a bronzer that was a little closer to skin because I'm not catching these sun rays like I should. So I just wanted something to give me some warmth and be very, very natural. And starting with the other side. And working that into the skin as well. And moving it into the crown of my head. And my jawline. This brush was really, really nice. I like the way the bristles felt on my face. And now I'm brushing in that powder inward. I'm going to use the smaller tip of the brush to contour my nose. And blend that out. Because I don't want it to be a super pronounced contour. I just want it to be something simple. And blend that out as well. And then right there on the bridge. And keep working that inward. And just keep building in on it. I really like the tip for contour. It was really, really nice. I normally just use like a blending eyeshadow brush for my nose contour whenever I decide to do it. But this was a nice fill-in at the moment. And there you have it. I'm gonna go back in. My left side of the face has not been like doing a good job with being filled in. I felt like it was like not as pronounced as my right side of the face. So I just went back in to put more bronzer on. And there you go. So I'm going to apply this blush from NYX. It's the Paradise Fluff Ombre Highlight in the shade Sweet Custard. I love this coral peachy color that it comes in, and I just think it pulls the look together. And you guys know, if you've been watching me, I live for a good blush. It pulls the look together. That's my jam. So using the angled blush brush, I am going to apply it all over my cheek and the tip of my nose, and just bounce the brush all over, inward into the temple. The more the better. I love blush. And you can just start to see some of the remnants of the highlighters also peeking through. I also picked up the mattifying misting setting spray from Morphe. I've always wanted to use it, just doing a trial run and then spraying it on. This spray smells so freaking good. So freaking good. Letting it dry a little bit before applying some highlighter to the look, which I'm going to be using the Anastasia of Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero collab. I'm going to be using the shade Glow Getter because that's also my jam. I just love that golden look. I was looking for my highlighter brush, which I thought I brought with me, but I decided to just use one of the brushes that came in with the pouch. And I'm just fluffing that brush out so I can fan it out a bit and tapping it into glue getter. And I'm just gonna bounce the brush along the cheek on both sides. I love a good highlighted look. And right there on the bridge of my nose, bringing that nose contour together. Ow. And on the cupid's bow of my lip and down to my chin. I like to look highlighted, not oily, so that's why I mattify and then eventually I'll put highlighter on. And just making sure, showing you, glow getter is that jam. As you can see, I've done hit pan on it. What is on my face? It must be one of the bristles from the brush. I have to get that off. That's Fairest Nude in the L'Oreal lipstick collection. Finally got that thing off my face. So yes, that's Fairest Nude. 800 is the number. And this is my DC Cosmetics Lemonade lip gloss. I wanted a neutral lip because I feel like my eye was very colorful, and so I didn't want to do too much on the lip end. So I wanted to keep it cute, natural, because it's about the look. Ow, look at that. So this is the full look. Let's get in. I'm loving this right here. One thing for sure, the colors are very vibrant. Even though I already had like my lids coated with my concealer, the colors were just pretty much on as soon as I like put it on, as you can see earlier in the video. But I also wanted to showcase some things that I didn't use but I did get with this sale, and that is the Morphe 353 Fierce by Nature palette. If I can ever open it. Okay, look at this. So pretty, so freaking pretty. Can't wait to like recreate a look with this or just get something new, but this is gorgeous. So all in all, I got this palette, I got the Saweetie and Saweetie palette, as well as with the brushes. I got the mattifying continuous setting mist, and I got the Glamabronze Originator face and body bronzer in this entire haul. So once again, thank you for checking me out on this Wednesday, spending a little bit of your time with me. Thank you so much, and can't wait to get a look in for next week and see what other brand I'm gonna haul and showcase. So see you later.